Welcome to the YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub, your one-stop solution for expert guidance, best practices, and actionable knowledge in the world of contact centers. Explore, learn, and enhance contact center skills. Let's discuss about forecasting method, simple average. Let's begin with the foundational idea behind the simple average forecasting method. The simple average is one of the most basic quantitative time series forecasting techniques. It predicts future demand by calculating the arithmetic mean of past actual values. In other words, it out highs and lows from previous periods and assumes that the future will stabilize around that historical average. This method works on a straightforward principle. If there are no major trends, shifts, or seasonal changes, the average level of past performance is the best indicator of demand. The simple average method does not attempt to detect patterns, analyze volatility, or adjust for growth. Instead, it offers a clean, stable baseline, especially useful when volumes fluctuate randomly but remain centered around a consistent mean. It can be summed up in one line. Simple average forecasting believes that the future is the fair average of the past. It's transparent, intuitive, and often surprisingly effective in steady, non-seasonal environments. Let's take a deeper look at the core principle behind the simple average forecasting method. This approach is built on the idea of data stability, the belief that if call volumes naturally fluctuate around a consistent mean, then the average of past data becomes a reliable indicator of what the near future will look like. The simple average method smooths out short-term randomness. It eliminates the noise created by daily or monthly spikes and dips, and instead highlights the underlying steady pattern that remains consistent over time. This makes the method particularly effective when the operation is running in a stable environment. It is best suited for situations where contact NS are steady and do not show drastic movement. There is no strong upward or downward trend that would pull the average in one direction. Seasonal or campaign effects are minimal, meaning no major external events are pushing volumes significantly higher or lower. In these conditions, the simple average creates a balanced, dependable forecast, one that reflects the true central behavior of the historical data. It is a practical way to convert a series of fluctuating results into one stable, usable prediction. Now let's understand the simple average forecasting method. This approach is based on one clear principle. The best prediction of the future is the average of the past. In this method, we calculate the forecast for the next period by taking the average of all previous actual values. The formula is Ft plus 1 equals the sum of all actual values from period 1 to period t, divided by the total number of periods. In simple terms, we add up all historical actuals. Then divide by how many periods we have. This gives us the forecast for the next period. In Excel, this is extremely easy to use. If your actuals are in cells B2 through B10, your forecast formula is equals average, open bracket, B2 colon B10, close bracket. This method works data is stable, without strong trends or seasonality, and when you want a balanced baseline forecast. That's the simple average forecasting method, clean, reliable, and ideal for smoothing out noise in historical data. In this example, we'll learn how to create a forecast using a simple average method. First, let's look at the actual volumes for each period. In January, the actual volume is 950. In February, it is 1020. In March, it is 980. And in April, it is 1050. Now, our goal is to forecast the volume for May. Since we are using a for-period simple average, we will take the last 4 months of actual volume, January through April, Add them together and then divide by 4. So the calculation becomes 950 plus 1020 plus 980 plus 1050, all divided by 4. That total equals 4000, and when we divide 4000 by 4, we get 1000. So, the forecast for May is 1000 contacts. These contacts could be calls, chats, or emails, depending on the channel you are forecasting. And remember the key assumption behind this method. This average assumes the next month will behave like the mean of the last 4 months. That's it, a clean and simple forecasting technique when volumes are stable and you need a quick baseline estimate. Now let's walk through the step-by-step process of applying the simple average forecasting method. Step 1. Collect historical actual data. Start by gathering the past 4 to 12 periods of clean, reliable actuals, whether those are monthly call volumes, daily chats, or weekly emails. Step 2. Choose the value of n. This represents the number of periods you want to average. Your choice depends on how stable the data is. For steadier environments, a larger n works well. For dynamic environments, a smaller n reacts faster to change. Step 3. Calculate the mean of the selected actuals. Add up the performance of those n periods and divide by n. This gives you the smooth average that becomes your prediction. Step 4. Use that average as your next forecast. The result becomes the forecast for the next equivalent period, the next day, next week, or next month. Step 5. Compare the forecast with the actual. Monitor the variance, track accuracy, and recalibrate the value of n if needed. If the data becomes more volatile, reduce n. If it becomes more stable, increase n to smooth out noise. This stepwise approach ensures that the simple average method remains clean, structured, and continuously improving, even in environments with light variability. Let's look at a practical example of how the simple average forecasting method is applied in a contact center environment. Imagine a customer care line that handles monthly billing inquiries. The volume pattern is relatively stable, with small fluctuations, but no strong trends or seasonal spikes. Here are the monthly actual call volumes. January, 50,000. February, 51,500. March, 49,800. April, 50,700. To forecast for April, we take the average of the 3 previous months, January, February, and March. So the calculation becomes 50,000 plus 51,500 plus 49,800 divided by 3. This gives us a forecast of 50,433 calls for April. Next, to forecast for May, we again take the most recent 3 months, February, March, and April. We calculate 51,500 plus 49,800 plus 50,700 divided by 3. This produces a forecast of 50,667 calls for May. This example highlights why the simple average method works so well for steady-state service lines, such as billing, account inquiries, and renewals. The forecast remains stable, balanced, and resistant to random monthly fluctuations. In environments where consistency is the norm, simple average forecasting offers clean, dependable predictions with minimal complexity. Choosing the right value of n, the number of periods you average, is one of the most important decisions in simple average forecasting. Your choice directly affects how responsive or stable your forecast will be. A small n, such as 3 periods, creates a short-term and highly sensitive forecast. Its advantage is clear: it reacts quickly to changes in call volume. But there's a trade-off: the results can become noisy, and short-term fluctuations may distort the prediction. A large N, such as 12 periods, smooths the data over a longer horizon. This produces a very stable, consistent forecast that filters out random spikes. However, the downside is that it may lag behind reality, especially when demand begins to shift upward or downward. In practical workforce management, most teams strike a balance. For weekly or monthly call center data, WFM teams typically use an N value between 3 and 6. This range captures meaningful patterns without overreacting to isolated anomalies. In short, selecting the right averaging window is about balancing responsiveness with stability and ensuring your forecast reflects true demand rather than random noise. Let's review the key strengths of the simple average forecasting method and why it remains a valuable tool in call center planning. First, simplicity. The simple average is incredibly easy to compute and even easier to explain. This makes it ideal for operational training, new WFM analysts, and environments where clarity and transparency matter. Second, low data requirement. Unlike advanced statistical models, the simple average works effectively with minimal historical data. Just a few stable periods are enough to generate a reliable forecast baseline. Third, stable baseline behavior. Because it smooths out random fluctuations, the simple average creates a balanced, steady forecast. This stability is especially helpful in operations where volumes hover around a consistent mean. Fourth, it serves as an excellent benchmark model. More sophisticated forecasting methods, like exponential smoothing, ARIMA, or AI-based models, are often compared against this baseline. If they cannot outperform the simple average, it's a signal that the advanced model needs refinement. Fifth, quick and effortless implementation. No specialized software is required. Any planner can calculate the simple average using a spreadsheet, calculator, or even manually. These strengths make the simple average method a practical, efficient, and highly dependable forecasting tool, particularly in stable, non-seasonal contact center environments. While the simple average method has clear strengths, it also comes with important limitations that planners must understand before relying on it for operational forecasting. First, it ignores trend. If contact volume is steadily rising or declining, the simple average won't capture that movement. For example, if calls are increasing by 5% every month, the forecast will always lag behind reality. Second, it ignores seasonality. This method is not suitable for business lines with strong weekly or monthly patterns, such as billing cycles, tax season, or holiday peaks. It simply averages the past, without recognizing recurring demand cycles. Third, it applies equal weighting to all data. Older data points are treated as equally relevant as the most recent ones. In fast-changing environments, this can dilute the accuracy of the forecast. Fourth, it is sensitive to outliers. A single abnormal period, perhaps caused by a system outage or a marketing spike, can distort the entire average and mislead the forecast. Fifth, it produces a static forecast. It does not update automatically or respond to real-time changes unless the analyst recomputes the average manually or through a model refresh. A practical mitigation is to shift to weighted average or exponential smoothing, both of which give more importance to recent data and offer better responsiveness. Understanding these limitations ensures that the simple average method is used wisely as a baseline, not as the only forecasting approach. Evaluating the accuracy of the simple average forecast is essential to ensure that the model is performing at an acceptable level. Even though the method is simple, it must still be tested against standard error metrics to validate reliability. The most commonly used accuracy measures include times MAPE, mean absolute percentage error, a clear, percentage-based view of how far the forecast deviates from actuals. Times MAD, mean absolute deviation, a straightforward measure of the average absolute error in units, such as calls or chats. Times WAPE, weighted absolute percentage error, a more stable metric for large datasets of varying volumes, often used in enterprise forecasting. To evaluate performance, compare the simple average forecast against the actual values over multiple periods. If the MAPE consistently exceeds 10%, it's a signal that the environment is too dynamic for the simple average method. In such cases, it is wise to transition to more advanced forecasting techniques, such as weighted average, exponential smoothing, or even AI-driven models. Accuracy evaluation ensures that the forecast is not just simple, but also dependable. Let's explore how the simple average forecasting method is applied in real-world call center operations. This method is particularly effective across several stable, predictable workload areas. First, voice volumes. For inbound service lines such as utility billing or general information helplines, call patterns are usually consistent. The simple average provides a clean, reliable baseline to project upcoming demand. Second, chat and email volumes. Digital channels with steady daily concurrency often benefit from this method. When customer behavior is uniform, the average of recent periods gives a solid near-term estimate. Third, AHT forecasting. When handle time has stabilized after a process change or operational maturity, averaging recent AHT values delivers a dependable prediction for future intervals. Fourth, shrinkage estimation. Shrinkage typically fluctuates around a steady range. Using a simple average of the last few months provides a realistic and stable shrinkage assumption for planning. Fifth, FTE planning. For short-term workforce planning, the simple average offers a quick, balanced workload projection, especially useful before applying more sophisticated workload formulas. In practice, the simple average acts as a starting baseline, a first-pass estimate that provides clarity before you introduce regression, time series smoothing, or AI-based models. It's simple, stable, and reliable, a foundational step in the forecasting journey. AI doesn't replace the simple average forecasting method. It makes it smarter, faster, and more adaptive. Here's how AI elevates this basic model into a more intelligent forecasting tool. First, dynamic averaging. AI automatically adjusts the averaging window based on data volatility. When patterns are stable, it uses a larger window. When conditions change rapidly, it shortens the window to react faster. Second, outlier detection. AI scans historical data for abnormal values and removes or corrects them before averaging. This prevents outage days, campaign spikes, or system errors from distorting the forecast. Third, weighted adjustment. AI assigns more weight to recent periods when it detects shifting patterns. This enhances responsiveness while preserving the stability of the original method. Fourth, real-time recalculation. Instead of waiting for monthly or weekly updates, AI refreshes the simple average every interval, hourly, daily, or even in real time. This ensures the forecast always reflects the latest trends. Fifth, scenario modeling with automated n-value testing. AI evaluates multiple averaging windows and compares accuracy to identify the best performing model for current conditions. Here's a practical example. An AI system observes that weekly call volumes increase by 3% after every billing reminder. It automatically adjusts the simple average upward to account for this recurring trend. In essence, AI transforms the simple average from a static baseline into a self-correcting, adaptive forecasting engine, making it far more reliable while preserving its simplicity. Simple average forecasting may be one of the most straightforward forecasting techniques, but its economic impact in a call center environment is significant. First, it provides strong cost predictability for stable processes. When contact patterns are consistent, the simple average gives finance and WFM teams a dependable outlook for short-term staffing and operational spending. Second, it avoids overstaffing. Because the method smooths out sudden volume spikes, it prevents temporary anomalies from inflating staffing requirements, helping you maintain labor efficiency and protect margins. Third, it enables quick budget allocation. For short-term planning cycles, such as weekly or monthly budgets, the simple average offers a fast, low-noise estimate that supports quick decision-making without heavy data processing. Fourth, it comes with virtually no computational cost. It requires no specialized software, no statistical engines, and no complex model maintenance, making it extremely cost-efficient for operations of any size. And here's the key insight. In low-variance service lines where demand is steady, the simple average method can maintain service level stability at minimal forecasting expense. It's economical, reliable, and perfect for environments where stability is the norm. Let's wrap up with the key takeaways of the simple average forecasting method. First, the definition. The simple average method predicts the next period's demand by taking the average of past actual values. It smooths out random fluctuations and delivers a stable estimate. Second, the formula. Add the actual volumes of the last n periods. Divide by n. And the result becomes your next forecast. Third, the ideal use case. This method works best for stable, low-variance, non-seasonal queues, billing lines, inquiry lines, and support environments with predictable flow. Fourth, the advantages. It is simple, transparent, low effort, and extremely efficient as a baseline forecasting model. No advanced tools or heavy data processing are required. Fifth, the limitations. It ignores trend, seasonality, and sudden shifts in behavior. It treats old and new data equally, which can reduce accuracy in dynamic environments. Sixth, the role of AI. AI enhances the simple average by recalibrating the averaging window, filtering outliers, and adjusting for contextual signals, making the forecast more responsive while keeping its simplicity. Finally, the outcome. The simple average delivers a dependable, cost-effective baseline forecast for workforce management teams, serving as the foundation before applying advanced predictive or AI-driven models. Remember the core perspective. Simple average is the forecasting compass for calm waters, easy, reliable, and perfect for steady-state operations. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. See you in the next video.